Pas le temps. Attends, ça roule.
As a chainer, how many times has this happened to you? You're trying to chain start with a chain starter who can't dribble, and because you're so slow and you're so vulnerable, you just get tackled and you lose the ball. It's probably happened a lot of times. This is why a lot of high-level chainers do something that is called a multi-kill before they chain start. A multi-kill is basically using a dribble move that knocks out 2 or more of the opposing players, and basically this enables the chainer to have more room and more space to chain start without having any fear of getting tackled. And the way that works is because whenever you get multi-killed, as a defender, when 2 or more of your players that are near the ball are knocked out and there are no other nearby players, you can't take control of your other players who are not knocked out. Like if they are, for example, on the other screen, you can't switch to them, and this prevents the person who got multi-killed from defending from chain starts properly. It's also worth mentioning that multi-killing is not only used in chain and is not only used in this type of scenario. It's used in all the playstyles, especially Nomash has its own uses of multi-kills, but chain has a special way of using multi-kills that I think is really underrated, and a lot of new players don't really understand this, and I'm gonna show you why it's so important. Alright, so here's an example. So I passed to Taiyo here. You can see that there are at least 3 people around Taiyo, so I activate the dribbling move, and this effectively knocks everyone out. See, there's 4 people that are knocked out here, and so what this does is my opponent can't control anyone who is currently alive. Like my opponent can only control the players that are knocked down, which are probably Tenma, Goenji, and Kitaki here. So he can't change to Hakoru. Maybe he wants to change and try to defend, try to do a mixy cancel or something, but he can't. So I'm pretty much free to just charge my chain start, and this leads to a successful chain. See, I chain with Drago, and it ends up being a goal. This is what it looks like to get multi-kill, pretty much. So you can see the defender is trying to intercept Kinako here to stop the chain start, but Kinako manages to dribble and beat Kitaki, of course. Now you can see 3 of the defender's players are basically knocked out right now. And watch, he switched to Kitaki, he switches to Bud Up again. He's trying to switch to somebody else, preferably to Kinako. See that again. He's trying to switch to somebody that can defend, but he can't because he got multi-killed. Like 3 people are there. So here's another example of multi-kills. And so you can see here the chainer wants to chain with Sakuma, right? Because Sakuma is a good chain starter, but maybe Sakuma is a bit vulnerable. He might get tackled midway. Maybe Tenma might be charged soon, and Sakuma basically needs a guaranteed way that he can chain start. So what the chainer does is he passes it first to Kazemaru. Kazemaru has a really good dribble for a defender because his radius is super large and he beats almost all of the defense moves of popular forward characters. So watch that. After his dribble move, he knocks down Tenma and Kitaki. And in this scenario, there's no other player from the defender side that is near enough for the defender to switch to. So basically by standing here, Sakuma is free to just stand there and there's nothing that the defender can do. So basically you can see why multi-killing is so important for chainers. Of course, you don't need to do this if you're really good at, at just movement in general. If you're really good at dashing or just running with the ball. For example, some high-level chainers like, say, Caleb or Eth, they're really good at just dashing around and moving with the ball, so they don't really need to do multi-kills. But oftentimes it's really safe to do multi-kills in order to, basically guarantee that you can get a chain start off. And that's all for this video. I hope it was useful, and thank you for watching.